This is News with the Disney Dude. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel for more content, and please hit that thumbs up if you like the video. Here now's the news for Monday, June 8th of 2026. Disney food trucks have now officially been removed from the west side of Disney Springs. So you may recall that the food trucks were starting to close down because the restaurants are basically taking away their business. So little by little they were being phased out. So now they are completely gone. There are no more food trucks at Disney Springs now, which is, people probably aren't going to miss them. I'm going to miss it because it was a kooky thing, because I'm very old, and the food trucks have been there for a long time. So I'm going to miss them, even though I never, ordered anything from a food truck. I'm still gonna miss seeing them, even though that's a weird thing to say. But yeah, no more food trucks at Disney Springs. Donald and Daisy meet and greet for the annual pass holders. For annual pass holder days. Are meeting in 50th anniversary costumes at Epcot. They are meeting in why am I blanking on the name? Where the Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival is shown. I'm blanking on the name of it. Magic Eye Theater. Wow. Okay. They are now meeting in the Magic Eye Theater in their 50th anniversary costumes. So if you want to meet them, you are more than welcome to go meet them. I think this is terrible. This is garbage. Okay, this is garbage. Why do we always get like the hand-me-downs, okay? And the DVC people and, all the other important people, they get special meet and greets. Us annual pass holders get nada, zip, zilch. And I know people are going to be like, at least you get that. Well, you're right, okay? At least we do get that. But I think that's stupid. That's stupid. That's ridiculous, okay? For them to, for characters to meet us, annual pass holders, in 50th anniversary costumes, that's garbage. That's garbage. I'm sorry. You could have put them in different costumes, okay? I don't like this. This is dumb. This is stupid. So, people are going to be like, well, at least you get that, but, which you're right. You would be absolutely correct. At least us annual pass holders get that, okay? Which is, more than what we normally get. But, if you're going to have a meet and greet opportunity for annual pass holders, it's got to be something more than this. It's got to be. Because this, having the hand-me-down costumes is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Absolutely outrageous. I hope that Disney, sometime in the future puts them in different costumes or something. But, I mean, come on. That's the best you could do. Oh, we'll just put them in the 50th anniversary costumes. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm sorry, but that's dumb. That's dumb. An earthquake in Cuba was felt today at Walt Disney World. Fortunately, for me, I live on the other side of the state. I live in Melbourne, which is a little over an hour away from the Walt Disney World Resort. So, as far as I know, we didn't feel any earthquakes. But yeah, if you were at the Walt Disney World Resort today, and if you felt that earthquake, please comment. Please comment, because I want to know. I hope everyone's okay. I hope everyone's fine. But I mean, I want to know, was it scary? Was it, that's that would be really, really scary to me. So if any of you watching this video are at the Walt Disney World Resort right now, please let me know if you experienced this. But this is wild. This is something that Florida never gets. We never get earthquakes. So this is crazy. This is just insane. This is like if California had a hurricane. Okay? Like, California doesn't get hurricanes, okay? California gets earthquakes, all right? So that's not out of the realm for them. But for us to get an earthquake, that's scary. That is scary. Again, that's like California getting a hurricane. That's totally, that does not happen. That does not happen. Piston Peak retaining wall construction continues at the Magic Kingdom. So I went on Tiana's Bayou Adventure yesterday, just to check up on the ride and everything. But I also wanted to see how the construction was, having a bird's eye view of the park. And it's weird. It's very, very weird, because obviously we're used to seeing the Rivers of America and the riverboat, and so it's just weird. It's just really, really weird to see nothing but flat dirt. It's just weird. It's just odd and weird, and that's the best I can describe it. Is just weird. So obviously that's going to be our view for the next couple of years, but we'll be looking forward to riding Tiana's Bayou Adventure as more and more of this gets completed. Obviously, a couple of years from now, but it'd be interesting to ride it when things start getting to be more completed. So, but yeah, it's just really weird when you're at the top of the mountain or salt dome, and right before you take that 50-foot plunge, you look out and you see absolutely nothing but dirt. nothing but dirt and excavators, and it's crazy. It is just really, really weird. Construction walls come down at La Boutinerie in Epcot. So if you like poutine, this would be the restaurant for you. This is right by the Canada Pavilion, which is really in Canada, but it's technically in Canada. It's technically in the Canada Pavilion, part of the Canada Pavilion, but they label it as the World Showcase Promenade. So, you know, however you want to look at it. So, you know, but if you are going to Epcot, you can now try some poutineery. Another 1994 tower is being demolished in Tomorrowland at the Magic Kingdom. This makes me sad. Of course, you know, obviously I'm very old, so those towers were there when I was a kid, and now to just seeing them being demolished is just, you know, another part of Tomorrowland's history being taken away. But again, this is all part of this, you know, major overhaul, if you will, of Tomorrowland, which we really need. You know, Tomorrowland is, you know, abysmal. So, you know, now we're starting to get a Tomorrowland, a land overhaul. So, you know, so obviously Carousel of Progress is finally being updated. Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin was updated. We got, you know, we got the Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover back. We got Tron Light Cycle Run. So now we're starting to get a Tomorrowland land overhaul. I really hope that means we are finally getting rid of the Speedway. I know people are going to be like, it's the greatest thing ever. It's not. Okay, it's been significantly shortened over the years. You know, it was shortened again when Tron was being constructed. It's a pile of junk. It's a pile of junk. Okay. You know, having a you know, Craig's Cruisers type of ride, kids look that up, at Walt Disney World, I think that's I mean, we don't need that, okay? We don't need it, okay? It needs to go away. It's wasted dead space, and it needs to go away. It's time. It is time. Disney, I am begging you, please get rid of the Tomorrowland Speedway, okay? Please get rid of it, because it's garbage. It's garbage, and it's served its purpose, and it needs to go away. All right. And another thing that I can't see this lasting another 10 years. And I talked about this on my last show too, or when I did my my breaking news story, is I just can't see the Monsters Inc. laugh floor staying another 10 years. I just don't see it. Now look, I could be wrong. I don't know. Okay. I could be wrong. Okay. But I can't see that lasting another, you know, 10 to 20 years. I just can't. So I think that, you know, I think, and I said this with my breaking news, that when the Monsters Inc. themed land opens, I think Laugh Floor is going to close. And it's not moving to Hollywood Studios, okay? We've already debunked that rumor. It's not moving to Hollywood Studios, okay? There's going to be a totally brand new experience going into the where Muppet Vision 3D was, okay? So Laugh Floor is not moving, but that makes me wonder that, you know, is Laugh Floor going to close at the Magic Kingdom? I mean, I like laugh floor as much as the next person, but I think it could be time. I think it's time for something new. It's time for something new. If you want to do another, continuous show with live performers, I'm all for it. Okay, I'm all for it. But laugh floor, I think that needs to go. I think it's time. It is time for Disney to get rid of of Monsters Inc. laugh floor. It's the lowest testing attraction at the Magic Kingdom, and by that I mean not a lot of people love that attraction. Not a lot of people love that attraction. Even on busy park days, it's not more than, I've never seen it higher than like 30 minutes, and that's being generous. That's being generous. It's like 20 to 30 minutes on peak days. All right. Otherwise, it's like at a 10-minute wait. So I think it's time for Monsters Inc. laugh floor to close. Okay, I truly think that. But let me know in the comments how you feel. But I think that laugh floor needs to go. It's time for it to go. But getting back to my story, but this is all part of this Tomorrowland kind of overhaul. We'll see if this is in the plans or not, but again, I can't see this attraction lasting another 10 to 20 years. I can't. I have a hard time believing that. Solar-powered trash cans are beginning to be rolled out to more locations across the Walt Disney World Resort. So obviously, these were tested at Epcot. Evidently, they've tested really well, which is great to hear. So now they'll be rolled out to more places across Walt Disney World, probably to all 4 theme parks at some point. But that's fantastic. That's great. I can't tell you how many times I've walked by trash cans and they've been overflowing. And I always have a fit. I'm like, guys, are you kidding me? This cannot be hard. This cannot be hard to empty a trash can. All right. So hopefully that alleviates the problem. Hopefully that helps solve it. If it doesn't, obviously you'll hear it from me. But if this helps alleviate the problem of overflowing trash cans, then this would be great. This would be absolutely fantastic. Jumping Junction walkthrough is still delayed at Disney's Animal Kingdom as animals continue to acclimate at Bluey's Wild World. So obviously, the animals in Australia are not used to Florida's climate, so they have to get acclimated first. So it's going to take patience. It's going to take a lot of patience, and I'm just waiting for the day when I read a bunch of comments online and people are complaining. Okay, they're going to complain. Okay, but you have to understand, when you're taking a wild animal or several wild animals and you take them out of their intended habitat and put them and drop them in a brand new habitat, it's gonna take some change. It's gonna take a while for them to change. So when the animals are ready, they'll come out. But right now, they're still getting acclimated. So if people want to whine about it, then go be my guest. I really don't care. But I mean, we're all going to call you stupid anyway. Okay, so but just please keep that in mind. Just please keep in mind that these are not Florida native animals. So it's going to take them a little while to get acclimated to Florida's weather pattern. Disney's Animal Kingdom rhino, Kendi, can see again after a rare surgery. So this rhino had cataracts in their eye. They had to get them removed, and now the rhino can see again, so I would implore you to go onto Disney Plus and seeing the Animal Kingdom that is it National Geographic with the Animal Kingdom, the behind the scenes, because that will show you what it takes to take care of these animals. So I applaud. Disney has always been at the forefront of this. Going all the way back to Walt Disney and taking care of the environment, and it's really, really nice to see Disney can carry on this tradition. So that's great to see. Great. Confirmed entertainment showtimes for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party are now out. Now we know the times for the parade and the Hocus Pocus Villain Spectacular. They are the same as last year. I think the parade was at 8:15 and 11:15, I think, last year. I could be wrong, but it used to be 9:15 and 11:15, but I guess a lot of parents were complaining because, the kids don't want to stay out that late, so they wanted an earlier parade. So I guess people spend all of those hundreds of dollars for them to go to to an event that lasts 5 hours, but they only stay 2 hours, and then they go back to their hotel, which makes no sense to me. But whatever, whatever. But again, these are the same show times as last year. The parade, I think it's 8:15 and 11:15. I think. I could be wrong. But 8:15 and 11:15 sounds right. The Hocus Pocus Villain Spectacular, I don't remember all those show times. But the fireworks are again are at 10 o'clock. But always check the My Disney Experience app just to make sure, because obviously this is Florida. We're in hurricane season, and when Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party starts in August is right at the beginning. It is right when hurricane season starts to get serious. So that's why August and September, the party times, the entertainment usually, not all the time, but usually gets canceled because of inclement weather. So again, just keep checking the My Disney Experience app just to make sure that nothing has changed. Play Pavilion flag has finally been removed from the Epcot entrance. So this Play Pavilion was supposed to replace the I'm just not good with remembering things today. The Wonders of Life Pavilion. But the Play Pavilion was supposed to replace the Wonders of Life Pavilion. They were really, really close to getting this, started. They had just begun when the COVID-19 pandemic hit. Everything came to a screeching halt, and after that, Disney was like, you know what? We don't need to have a Play Pavilion. We don't need to have it. It's fine. It's okay. So now that pavilion is abandoned again, and now it just sits there collecting dust, which, I would have loved to have had that Play Pavilion open, so we could walk into the Wonders of Life Pavilion again, but I don't see that ever happening. Now, if Disney does change their minds and does decide to put something in that space, that would be fantastic, but that pavilion has sat there for decades, and it's just sitting there collecting dust. That's why I was really excited when the Play Pavilion was announced, because I was like, oh, they're finally doing something with that space. Nope, it's canceled. There are no plans to do anything in that space anymore, and now it's just sitting there. It's a Small World was closed nearly all day at the Magic Kingdom on June 6th. So we don't really know what happened here. Probably a really bad technical issue. I've said now that things are starting to get better. Right? Look, I said this last time. I'll say it again. Look, okay, rides are going to break down. There's no doubt about it. They're going to break down. But it seems to me that now Disney is starting to respond more quickly and, and fix these things and get them back up and working. Now, look, these rides are, they run on a very complex computer system. So, you're going to have this from time to time where rides are going to go down, and they're going to go down all day. Nobody wants that. Nobody likes it, but that's what you have to, you have to plan for that. You have to plan for if rides are going to go down all day. Now, usually that doesn't happen anymore, but it's still going to happen. It's still going to happen, unfortunately. Again, nobody likes that, but again, it's for our safety. It's for our safety. And if the ride is not working correctly, then I don't want to be on it. I really don't want to be on this ride. It was I had the same feeling the other day. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. When I was at the Magic Kingdom and I was riding Tiana's Bayou Adventure. So many broken audio animatronics. So many things just were not working. I'm like, do we really need this ride up? I mean, can't we just close this and you can fix this stuff? Instead of just keeping this up? Look, I understand. You need things for capacity. But if you have broken audio animatronics, it just looks cheap. It looks cheap, and it's not good for the guests. It's not good for the guests because they absolutely know when something is not working. Okay, I know that Disney thinks of them as tourists and they don't care, and and a lot of people don't care, but also a lot of them they know what's supposed to work and what's not supposed to work. And if they see audio animatronics not working, they know that, and they're going to feel cheated. They're going to feel cheated, and they're not going to want to come back. So I hope Disney fixes these problems. I will tell you they are getting better, but they're just not at it yet. They're just not at that point yet. So they're getting better, but they've got a long way to go. A long way to go. All right, this next story is a wild one. So a Florida woman was caught using her underage daughter to steal pins at Walt Disney World. They were at Disney Springs. They stole over $2,000 worth of pins. That's insane. That's crazy. People, please don't steal pins. Please don't steal pins. And please don't steal anything. Okay, you really shouldn't be stealing anything. But don't, please, this was crazy. This was crazy. I mean, they brought huge bags. Well, I should say the woman, not the minor, the woman, which I presume was her mother, brought the sacks and just started shoveling pins into the bags and left without paying. And they stole $3,000 worth of pins, or she did. Okay, that's insane. That is insane. I'm glad they caught her, but people, please don't steal, and please don't use your kids to steal either. That's not good. That's not good, okay? Disney's Polynesian Village Resort Bus Depot construction is completed. However, it is not open yet. So maybe they have just a few minor things to do until they open this. But the bus depot is done. It's done. It's ready to go. So maybe Disney's just doing a couple little just a couple little touch-ups just to make sure. And our last story is a permit has been filed for construction near the Tree of Life at Disney's Animal Kingdom. I would be thrilled if they took away Better Together. That is not what's happening, unfortunately. So many of you may recall that when the Tree of Life reopened, after they got rid of It's Tough to Be a Bug, they reopened when they put in Zootopia Better Together. They put in a bunch of nets and wooden beams to keep tree limbs from falling on guests, and it looks awful. It looks awful. It's cheap looking. It's terrible. And when you walk across to the other side of the park and you're looking at this from the Africa side, it's even more abysmal. It's even more abysmal because then you see it in full view. It's awful. It's awful. I really, really hope that this is what this is for, because I hope that Disney kind of realizes we don't need this. We don't need these nets here anymore. I hope that's what this is for, but I don't know. But man, they ruined the sight line of the Tree of Life when they added those nets and wooden planks. It is terrible. It is awful. If you haven't seen it, count yourself lucky, because it looks terrible. It is awful. So hopefully that's what this is for, but we don't know yet. We really don't know. So, but as soon as we know something, you'll know something. But there you are. there's your news for this Monday. Again, if you like this video, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to this channel for more content. I thank you guys very much for watching this video. Remember, please hit that like button, smash that like button, because it really, really helps out the algorithm of this video to get this video out to more and more people. So if you can, please, please, please like this video, because it gets this video out to more and more people that want to see Disney news. But until then, I leave you with that. I will see you right back here on Wednesday for Wednesday's news show. Until then, y'all keep each other safe and healthy. And remember that tomorrow is just a dream away.